Hello everybody, back on the pavement oval side in the late model stock fixed series. First time I've run it this season, it's been quite a while. I saw the schedule, cool, and we get hit from behind because everybody's checking up. Nice, 4x that I didn't need. Anyways, saw the schedule, saw 80 laps for this, thought it was going to be really fun, and then got into the server and realized that was a typo and it's only 50 laps, which will still be fun, but 80 would have been a lot better. So starting on the outside, not a great qualifying effort, probably could have been a couple spots further ahead had I not screwed up 3 and 4 on my last lap. But try to make it work on the outside, see if we can get anywhere near that 5th place. And just, I don't know, try to do what we can. I think the one's going to be gone, but try to avoid any wrecks that happen and just do the best I can on the outside. Off and rolling.
Green, green, green.
Up through the gears. Just gotta watch for the chaos that is the back of the field. Kind of like that. There's a bunch of spots. We've got cars everywhere, and it just clogged the entire track. Yeah, this car's broke. I'm not even tracking correct. That was the most fun I've ever had. I don't even know. Jeez, I can't even control this thing. This is pathetic. I don't even know what people were doing there. Like, that's just absolutely stupid.
The leader has just done a
Oh,
15.16.
reasons why I don't run this stuff. It was just stupid.
30 miles per hour. Clocks in 5,
Rid of fuel,
4, 3.
rid of tires,
2.
just get the fast repair, get back out on the track, and just
Box
log
now.
laps. That was useless.
Good way.
So I'll show you guys what happens. That was fun. Yeah, I've been on a really bad kick
There's a car
lately.
approaching. Stay in your lane.
I just can't even understand why anybody, like, I don't know what happened. We'll look at it. So, everything I practiced out the window.
Okay, Jake, we need to pass King to get the lucky dog position.
Hopefully we can get by this 7. We are 1 lap down.
There's a car leaving the pits.
Just 1 spot that I can gain. I think there's a bunch of people that got damage out of it but didn't break their cars. I don't even know what happened. This car's wrecking. I thought I split it through the middle the way I needed to, and then all of a sudden there was cars coming up the track and I had nowhere to go at that point.
The guy ahead's last lap time is a 14.85.
So, and the iRacing downfall continues. Bad results continue. The unfortunate luck, I guess, continues. I'm not even going to blame that one necessarily on me.
The gap to
You know,
King
Gen 4 and
is now
somewhat to a
2.1
degree.
seconds. New fastest lap
Winter
time,
NIS was my fault. This one,
14.75.
not so much. Not so much. I'm not even driving great at this point, but a little bit back of the 7. I've got 1 spot to race for, and we're going to try to get there. If I run good laps, I should be close to them. Oh, I'm not running great laps right now.
The gap to King in front is now 2.1.
Or when I do that, just get too tight off in turn 4 because I got on the throttle
Alright,
too
Jake,
early.
lap times are pretty consistent. That lap time was 14.94.
Yeah, we're really not even catching the 7 right now, to be honest.
You've just done a 15.01. The gap to King ahead is now 2.2.
I feel like I'm still overdriving the entry to 3 really bad.
B11, you've just done a 15.00.
Or I can just completely
You're pulling away.
screw
The
up
gap behind is now
turn 2 like that.
14 seconds. The track temps
The 2
increasing.
quit.
It's now 82 Fahrenheit.
So I got nobody behind now. I mean, the 2 was a lap behind, I
The lap
believe.
time was 15.48.
No, the 2 was ahead. Oh, never mind, I lied. I lied. So that's a free spot. I'll take that. Now I've got to reset and attempt
Lap time
somehow.
was a 2.06.
to run the freaking 7 down
Ahead
in
is now 2.8.
34 laps. I can't even tell you what I need to do. So we're about 3 seconds back, so right around a tenth of a second, or tenth of a second a lap. It's not going to happen unless he somehow torches tires. Because I'm the opposite, I'm almost a tenth slower.
The gap to King in front is now 3.1 seconds.
I'm gonna throttle early there in 3, killed the exit out of 4.
P11.
I think the bigger goal at this point is to stay ahead of the one if I can. But when I drive corners like that, it's not going to happen. Yeah, this race was not promising, unfortunately. It is what it is. It's a good thing that I can't drive. I'm so bad right now.
The gap to King ahead is now 3.9.
This is so bad.
The lap time was at
I
15.49.
need to back my braking points up. Need to wait on the throttle a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just a mess right now. I'm just a mess. Just gonna try to get through this 50 laps as quickly as I can. It's not pretty. As I continue to screw it up.
The gap to
Why
King
not?
in front is now 4.2.
This was not about who was fastest. I mean, the one was clearly the fastest, but aside from that, it was about who made it through that wreck. Which should have been me, but, you know, somebody else had another plan. And I've probably shredded my right front at this point. Yeah, so we'll take the last 24 laps to talk about life, I guess. I don't know. Originally was trying to gear myself up for a run at Road to Pro next year in 25. I don't think it's going to happen. I think there's circumstances outside of my life that I can't control, or outside of this that I can't control, so we're just going to focus on having fun and maybe trying to learn stuff. Another wreck. Tried to stop, couldn't stop. That was, I think, the 10 I hit. I don't even know. This race has just been terrible. We're gonna let the one by.
We're in the lucky dog position. Let's push hard to keep.
Shouldn't even talk about life because I do dumb stuff.
10th position.
Should have seen that wreck coming, and I just didn't look far enough ahead, I guess.
Frost ahead is pitting.
I think we're 10th now. Maybe have a shot at 9th. I don't know.
Last lap was at 15.36. You're reeling Frost in. The gap's now 17 seconds.
Safety rating goes bye-bye. I don't even know what to race anymore to not have issues. If it's not me, it's somebody else. If it's somebody else, it's still me.
The gap to Frost behind is increasing. It's now 3.0.
Up to 9th, so only one spot off of where I qualified, sadly, and that's just because people have wrecked
That
and
lap
quit.
was at 15.46.
Car is definitely damaged and not hurt. Not turning well, you can see the damage on it. Thankfully, I've only got 17 laps left. Driving it like it's not damaged, when it really is damaged. Since I already used the fast repairs, since the car was literally completely bent, I'm not going to be pitting to finish the race.
That lap
Off
time
on
was
pit road.
15.60.
If and when V12 gets to me, he's more than welcome to go by. I just don't. I don't know. There's so much to look at this race. Such a boring race. An exciting review, I guess. Thought it'd be better to run this and not have the cautions that the open side does, but you know, that ended up proving to be worse.
15.49.
I think we'll look at the wreck. I thought I was on the brake fairly hard, so I don't know what more I could have done. Let the 12 by.
Inside line, you got one. Clear on the inside.
Let the 12 by and almost hit the wall myself because I'm an idiot. And we could easily fall back to 10th because the 9's going to catch me before the end of this.
That
Cool.
was at 16.44. The gap to Frost behind is now 1.56.
Yeah, we're going to finish 10th. Not even 9th because I'm so damaged and slow that the 9's going to be able to get around me.
Coming up on the
The
inside.
11 by, as well as the 3, they're in a
Inside
battle. There's 10th place. I don't even know the point to battling on, like I'm clearly slower. But hey, we'll see what we can do. You guys something exciting, which is not going to be worth very much at all. So all he's going to do is
Coming
just
on the inside.
go to the inside because I'm hurt.
He's still there. Keep it steady. Still
Like
there.
that.
Clear.
Alright, back to 10th. Watch him go bye-bye.
15.70.
Even as he hits the wall, he's still going to pull away. This was a great return back to late models. Well, at least Chad moved up. Not to mention he was in this. Good for him for running ahead of where he's supposed to. I would assume he probably got damage out of it, but who knows. He might have been able to slow down in time. Might have paid to be at the very back of the pack.
That was at
Just
15.
slowly weave way through it.
The gap to Frost ahead is increasing. It's now 0.84.
4 laps to go. Thank you to anybody who is still watching at this point, because obviously these laps really are pointless. Three to go.
The gap to Frost ahead is increasing. It's now 1.23.
Drops like another 80 or 100 I rating. At least it'll put me back to where I
Two to go.
realistically am.
That's good consistency. Keep it up. 10th position.
White flag this time by. The 13 spun out somehow, so we'll get back to 9th.
White flag, last lap.
I don't even know how that happened, because he went from like 2nd place to 10th. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Cool, the 11 was stopped.
P9. That's the end of the
Yeah.
race. We'll get him next time.
So let's get the overlay off and watch everything. We're going to start with the beginning. I don't even, yeah. Oh, let's just go. We'll go look at this wreck to see what happened. This is a lap before. I think the 7 was going to be involved in this. See if I can see what happened up ahead.
First wreck and tried to go top, but nope, I got stuck up top and hit my left front.
Okay, so what ends up happening? Wait, no, that was not it. Never mind, that was just me letting somebody go. Where was... Oh, it's over here. Okay. Sorry about that. Wrong spot. Alright, so just running on my own little world. Let's wreck up ahead. I want to see it from my view first, and then I'll take a look at what actually happened in the wreck. Yeah, I hit the 7 who... Let's see. Let's see, in the cockpit. I tried it. I mean, realistically, we're coming in. I should have seen it right here and then been on the brake and gotten down to the apron. Just getting on the throttle. Like I had already cut the corner bad. And at this point saw it, kind of let off, and then tried to get on it as much as I could and just got into him. So should have looked out my left side mirror past the A pillar and seen that wreck and then slowed down and come down to the apron and just worked by it. But instead I was an idiot, drove in the back of the 7. How did the 7 get involved in that? I don't even know. It's just wrecks everywhere in this one. So the 4 and the 6 somehow? Both on the apron, and the 4 drives into the back of the 6. And they're both spun around. So the 6 pulls away. And the 4 backs it up the track into people. Okay, cool. Just backs up in front of the whole field, basically. Not the whole field, but some of the field. And then, yeah, I came piling in like an idiot. So let's go back to the beginning where... Good for Chad for not getting involved in anything. Like, that's awesome. Alright. This start's gonna be fun. 1 pulls away, we've got whatever going on up there. We just... Yeah, there's the wreck between the 7 and who? Is it the 11? So the 11's gonna tuck in behind. That's the 13, I believe. No, the 2. It just turns like I don't know what he's. I don't. Who's that on? I'm trying to figure out if I assign that to the 7 or do I assign that to the 11? It's like the 11 just comes across his nose. Like he just comes across his nose like he's not there. It gets him loose, so then he tags the 2 as he gets loose. Everybody checks up. The 4's going to get the 7. No, it's the 6, sorry. 6 is going to get the 7 turnaround. He gets piled in from behind by the 4. Let's see what happens up to the 2 and that whole deal. So 11 tags him. And then goes up top. 11's trying to say he takes the blame, which, I mean, you got it. We looked at it like he did. So they go up top. Let's see who else is involved in this top side battle. That's the 3. He's on the outside, sees that happening, stays up, gets on the brakes, they come up. He goes up to the wall. He's got literally nowhere to go. And then let's watch me through this. Because I'm the only one who haven't watched all the way through. So saw it. I don't know, maybe I didn't. So see, I saw it and then should have stayed up. Kind of cut it back. Had the 4. Did the 4 really? The 4 hit the 6. That's where that deal kind of happened. So really the 4 kind of turned right. Let's see what it looks like from the cockpit. Because I've got very little visibility to the 4. And thought maybe he was going to straighten out. I didn't realize he was in the 6 at that point. Until it was too late and I had nowhere to go. Would I have been able to get through it had I not? Let's see. So 4 gets into the 6. They both turn up the track. The 6 gets going. I think I'm getting pegged no matter what. I think I literally would have had nowhere to go. And then I got blasted from behind, and that's when it knocked the rear end out. How did Chad get through that? Did he literally go down to the apron? So I think he's like dead last coming into this. Or almost dead last. Sees the whole thing and just completely drives to the bottom of the track. And even then, the bottom of the track was really, really scary. Good for him. Like, really smart on his part. Really smart on his part. Yeah, that was just who was in the right spot. I mean, really good play on Chad's part. So good for him avoiding that. No point even looking at tires 63. I knew I shredded the right front apart. I was driving terribly. It just was it is. So I don't know. It's terrible luck. Makes me want to like stop for a while and see if timing is, I don't know. It's just bad luck. It is what it is. It's racing. It happens to everybody. Wrong place, wrong time. I could have done things differently multiple times than this, but at the same time, it was a split second that I could have done it differently, and then after that, it didn't really matter. I was just along for the ride. So, yeah, I hate that that was so terrible, and that was so terrible. Not even half a lap in. So, if you guys stuck with it this far, thanks for watching. Try to get something better at some point, I guess. So until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.